This is a TYT follow-up to a story we brought you last week. Gilbert Arenas, more details about his breakup, and I think some significant defenses about Gilbert.
I think so. He's definitely trying to voice his side of the story.
And new information about Gilbert's $5,000 a month shark habit.
We do have that. Now, so this is after he received child support papers during halftime, and now Gilbert's basically just coming out to the media and saying, I'm not a deadbeat dad. I pay my child support. And he is actually calling his ex-fiancee a bum. He is saying that, this is a quote here, she's like that bum on the street asking for money, but if you follow that bum home, you'll discover he's got 5 cars and a mansion.
Yeah, it's a funny line.
Right. Now, apparently, she gets $20,000 a month. She has an $8,000 a month allowance, and she's claiming to be living out of hotels and really struggling. And now she's, sending him child support papers during halftime. There is Gilbert and Laura.
He says that if she's living out of she described it as what kind of motel?
A La Quinta.
Yeah, he said, well, if she's living out of La Quinta, that means that she owns the La Quinta.
Yeah, he basically said that she took $4 million worth of stuff, including cars, just everything that was in the house, basically. And so now he's saying, why are you coming out with all this when look at how much that you have, basically. He's saying, all I hear is I left the kids, but apparently she won't let the kids see him.
Right, and he's saying that, look, I was a great dad and I continue to be a great dad, but then as soon as I stop seeing her, now all of a sudden I'm a horrible father.
Right, exactly. Because I guess in November they had a big fight about, she was thinking that he was putting basketball ahead of the family, and that really pissed her off, so he moved out. He was actually living with another teammate. Now, what I don't understand, now Laura she used to be a basketball player. She seems like she has like a real head on her shoulders. She's an educated woman. She's definitely has her master's, and I think she's working on her PhD if she doesn't already have it. So what I'm kind of confused is, why are you making this stuff up? Why?
I mean, she's got her point of view, and he has his. It's just that she's gone public, and part of what she's done here is taken this case public, clearly in an effort to get more from Gilbert.
Right.
This is not look, I have been for some time, I'm a Gilbert Arenas fan. I think that the gun case in D.C. was wildly mishandled. It was a huge mistake on his part, but the reaction to it was far too severe. And the notion that he was some sort of criminal was ridiculous.
Right.
Some sort of dangerous criminal was ridiculous. It was a crime, and he should have been punished. But for crying out loud, the guy suspended 50 games and lost $10 million.
Yeah. I
think sufficient, overly punished. So I think that he's a sort of independent, free spirit, and then people would get on him when he sort of spoke his mind freely. I like him. So I'm always, in general, on his side, and now it's sort of nice to hear that he's got another side to this story.
Right, and basically what he's also saying is that she was holding the probation from that gun incident over his head.
Yeah, right.
Because now she has to approve or say when he can go pick up the kids and all this stuff, and she's basically holding that over his head, and I think she threatened when he was going to go pick up their kids from school that she was going to call the school and say that he was not authorized to pick them up, and that would be a violation of his probation.
Yeah, if that's true, that's horrible.
It's horrible. She also called the Magic GM and said, if he doesn't abide by my demands, I will ruin this new start for him.
Yeah. I mean, now we don't know if what he's saying is true, but we know that she went public first, and these things should almost always be kept private.
I think so too. And I mean,
anyway, who cares? It's their fight. We don't care.
Right.
Get to the good stuff.
Well, I hate to say, but all of his pet sharks are dead.
Oh, it's devastating.
They're dead. They're dead. So someone put pennies in the shark tank.
And apparently copper will...
Yeah, it distresses the sharks and then they die. And now that's what he said. And I think it's kind of nice. He's not blaming her. He's saying, I'm not saying she did it. I'm just saying it happened.
Right.
And I think that's really sad. I think that's the saddest part of this whole thing is those poor little sharks.
Yeah, it sucks. You know what? I mean, we're not as outraged by this. I'm not going to bring it up, but like Michael Vick, he served his time. If you're killing sharks, that's messed up, dude. I'm sorry, that's messed up. That's like premeditated death, and like you're doing this like torture to them.
She had to like Wikipedia that too, probably.
You know, this is so premeditated. These are animals too.